Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Minecraft We Do Stuff server. So as you can see, I've finished my hole. Visually it seems longer than it is wide, although it shouldn't be unless I miscounted, which is entirely possible. So I have a bunch of smooth stone here, just turning into bricks. And this is probably just going to be a short video. Mostly, I just wanted to say that tomorrow, or not tomorrow, today, let's see if I can make this without dying. Geronimo! So, today is Bell Media, which is a phone service provider here in Canada. Today is, what is it? Mental Health Awareness Day. It's National Mental Health Awareness Day from them. I don't know if anyone else is doing anything for it, but I wanted to give it a bit of a shout out because, well, honestly, I hate Bell. I really do. They're the EA of the phone world. Actually, EA is better. Anyway, but they're finally doing something good. They're trying to bring awareness for mental issues, mental health issues. You know, like depression. I've mentioned before that I suffer from depression. Just recently started talking about it because there is a stigma about it. People don't like talking about it because they feel that other people are going to judge them and, think that they're weak or they're just putting on a farce to try to get some attention or some other bullshit. And really, that's not it. It really isn't. And it's good that there's some companies out there that are really trying to show awareness for it. I don't know how well it'll go about. I don't know exactly what they're doing, but I do know that they're really promoting it. They're promoting, call to people. They're asking for donations, or not asking for donations. They're going to donate to a charity that deals with mental health issues. If you're a Bell subscriber only, if you make a long distance phone call, I think it's like 5 cents a minute they're gonna donate. I can't remember exactly what it was. I should have wrote it down, but me and preparedness doesn't work very well. But I'm really excited about it. I'm really hoping that oh, I don't have any torches. I was gonna put a torch in there, but still don't have any torches. I'm really happy that a big company is recognizing mental health and trying to do what they can to bring awareness to it and maybe help people, come to terms with the problems that they're having. Because it's not fun to live with these issues, and I consider mine to be very, very minor. I don't feel mine really affects my life too much. Like, I can pass it off as I'm in a bad mood, or I'm not feeling well, to be honest. Which I shouldn't. That's not a good way to go about it. But I do. I have, and I probably will continue to, just because it's easier. And that's what this day is about. The whole awareness of mental illness. It's to try to get people that suffer from it to talk, and people that don't suffer from it to talk and maybe learn about people with these issues. It's it's a really hard thing to talk about. And I'm actually really surprised that I've been able to talk about it in my videos because I cannot talk about it in real life. Now, that could be because my parents don't quite understand, and that's who I've always had to go to. I don't know. And growing up, you never really had people that you could actually talk to about these things. Mental illness when I was growing up was never really considered a disease or a condition or anything to even care about. At least that's how I felt. Did I? No, I got it. And maybe I was completely off base, and maybe I could have talked to a counselor, but it was never really brought up. It was always kind of hidden, it's put away, it's forgotten about, it's pretended that it doesn't exist. And anybody with these problems is basically left to fend for themselves. Or if they do come out and mention it, they're treated as pariahs. And that's not cool. That is not a good way to go about things. I know this video is really boring. It's just me placing blocks, but I didn't have anything else to do except this. And I wanted to talk about this because it is something that I feel very passionate about. It's a big deal to me. It really is. And I'm really glad about it. So, yeah, if you suffer from any kind of mental illness, I don't think we should restrict this to just Canada. I don't know if, I think, yeah, Bell South, I think it is, in the US. I don't know if they're doing anything. I don't know if they're affiliated. I don't know if any other companies or organizations are doing anything about it. But yeah, January 28th is Mental Health Awareness Day. I don't know why they didn't do a week, but maybe they'll do a week next year. Who knows? Another thing that's happening today is you may have noticed yesterday I brought out a broken sword. I keep calling it Broken Sword. Broken Sword is a completely different frickin' game. Shit. Broken Age. I did a spotlight on that. And if you're unfamiliar with Broken Age, then chances are you're also unfamiliar with Double Fine Studios. And if you're unfamiliar with those, I highly recommend going and looking up Double Fine. Double Fine is a absolutely phenomenal company. They produce some very imaginative games. Broken Age was originally called, what was it? Double Fine Adventure. So it's an adventure game. It's a point and click adventure game, and I'll be honest, and I said this in my spotlight of it, I generally am not a fan of point and click adventure games. I always find that their puzzles, they're just way out of my base of thinking, and I just can't, I cannot wrap my mind around them half the time. But this one here, it was actually really, really well done. From this angle, right on the edge, it looks like it's double-sized. I think I changed my FOV, too. That might be why. Anyway. So, definitely check that out. It is a very, very fun game. It's kind of short, but it's quite fun. And you get... It's done in sections. Right now... Let's put you there. They released it as a two-part series. And that's because they ran out of money. But when you look at the cast of characters that they have Elijah Wood as one of the characters, and I'm sure he cost a mint. Now, to be honest, they could have probably done cheaper. You know, they didn't need Elijah Wood. But I think he does a very good job of playing the main male character. There's two characters. Go watch my spotlight. If you haven't watched it, go do it now. If you haven't seen anything about Broken Age, go do it now. If you don't know anything about Double Fine Studios, do it now. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to stop rambling about that now. Couple things. I really would like to get back into doing my Skyrim. I've been very sporadic this week with my videos, and partially because I've been working on a couple other projects that are taking a lot of my time. They're taking all of my concentration and all of my time, and for example, the other day I sat down and I'm like, okay, I'm going to work on this for 2 hours. It wasn't 2 hours. I didn't set that goal. I think it was like 8 o'clock or something in the morning that I sat down. Steph had gone to work. I'd just finished breakfast. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to work on this until 11. And next thing I noticed, I got a text message from Steph saying she was on her way home. And I'm like, oh, fuck. I haven't done anything. I hadn't even touched my desktop. All of this is being done on my laptop. There's that hole. So it's been consuming my soul. So hopefully I'll have that up and running soon. I've been working off and on it for quite some time now. I'm not saying what it is because I may end up just scrapping what I've got completely and redoing it completely, because I'm not really happy with the way it's turning out. Mostly because I'm running into problems where I shouldn't be. And I think it's because of steps prior. So I'm being very vague on this, and I really shouldn't be. I should be proud that I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm not, because it's not something that I enjoy dealing with. So, anyway, I enjoy doing it, but I don't enjoy dealing with it, if that makes any sense whatsoever. But anyway, I'm gonna continue working on this wall, random zombie, and yeah, I'm gonna end this here. I do hope you enjoyed the staring at the blocks for, 10, 20 minutes, whatever it's been. And yeah, definitely I would recommend checking out some mental health things. Donate to them if you can. Everybody needs some help sometimes. Some people just need it in different ways. So anyway, thank you all for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Take care.